So, it turns out Captain America 3 won't be titled this, which in itself is great news. What's even greater news is the fact that part of the story will draw from one of the most iconic Marvel storylines of all time, Civil War. Love or hate the 2006 arc, it's hard not to be excited for a movie that pits two of the most popular comic book characters in recent years against each other. So here are 3 reasons why Captain America 3 will be awesome. Hopefully, probably, I don't know. For those unclear, basically Civil War divides the Marvel Universe into 2 factions. One, led by Tony Stark, who backs the US government's move to have superheroes register and operate in an official sanctioned capacity. And the opposing group to this is led by Steve Rogers, who hates the idea of all that shit. Tony Stark is the perfect opposition to Rogers. His personality, his skill set, his ability to have a direct hand in creating his own villains, everything. And Tony Stark not just being a flat-out evil guy who just wants to take over the world for whatever reason, makes him all the more appealing. This is the same person who kicked off the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe with the idea that people, specifically himself, should be made accountable for their actions. It's his entire motivation for what he does. In Civil War, his ideals haven't changed. If anything, they've solidified, making him the perfect counterpoint to Steve Rogers, who wants freedom to hit whoever he wants in the face, without the government all getting on his back about it. Get off his back! Let him hit people in the face. The argument has been made that the Civil War storyline will not work in the Marvel Cinematic Universe because pretty much everyone's superhero identity is publicly known. And anyone's who isn't known was revealed after S.H.I.E.L.D.'s files were made public at the conclusion of The Winter Soldier. But Civil War, though, it's not just about keeping identities secure. It's more about how superheroes are being forced to register with the government in order to continue doing something that a lot of them choose to do on their own terms. So they just need to emphasize that point. Another issue some have with adapting Civil War is that there's barely any Marvel on-screen heroes. For now, sure, there may not be enough. But by the time this rolls around in 2016, we're going to have Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Nick Fury, Hawkeye, Black Widow, War Machine, Maria Hill, Falcon, Agent 13, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Vision, Ant-Man, Old Ant-Man, plus all the people in the new Avengers Academy from Age of Ultron, plus those from current and upcoming TV series, such as those in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Daredevil, and Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist, and Luke Cage, not to mention villains that we've seen, who could very well change sides like they have in the comics. I'm talking Deathlock, I'm talking Winter Soldier, I'm talking Red Skull. Not Red Skull, he's the worst. And in addition to that, you can introduce new characters in that movie. Plus, there's ongoing rumors about Sony lending back Spider-Man so that Marvel Studios can use him. A character that is pivotal to the story. I wouldn't bank on that happening though. Plus, they could always just swap him out for someone else. The point is, there will be enough characters. Finally, Marvel have played a hand that could actually trump Batman v Superman. Because realistically, how could a regular Marvel solo movie beat out 2 of the most iconic comic book characters of all time? Quite frankly, it couldn't. But if you take 2 of arguably the most popular MCU characters, both of which are firmly established and beloved in their own ways, give them a roster of heroes each, and then have them beat the crap out of each other for a good reason, then this now has a very real shot at becoming the more successful movie. I'm not saying it definitely will be, and I'm not saying that Batman v Superman will be terrible. All I'm saying is, as good as Henry Cavill is as Superman, not everyone loved Man of Steel, and that is the only film that we've seen from the current DC universe. Hopefully though, at the end of the day, out of all of this, we just get more crossover movies. I've said this before, we don't need to go solo movie, solo movie, solo movie, team movie, and then solo movie, solo movie, solo movie, team movie. Why not mix it up? As much as I like Thor, I don't really care if we never get another movie specifically for him. Or Iron Man for that matter. So why not have Hulk meeting the Guardians? Or Ant-Man buddy around with Black Widow? Or Captain America hitting Tony Stark right in his smug face? Which we are getting, and that's great. Thanks everyone, and don't forget, new videos here every Thursday and Sunday. Also, if you like, you can check out my podcast, The Weekly Planet. This Monday we're talking about Civil War and the new DC film lineup. Exciting times, all of those things. I'll link that below if you care. Question though, who will you be backing in Civil War? Iron Man or Captain America? If you want, leave your thoughts below, or on my Twitter page, or Facebook. Social media, It's pretty... what an age we live in. Incredible. What fun. Anyway, thanks everyone. Take care.